Not far from the house where William Shakespeare was born and where he lived and died, an historic theatre has a new lease on life. The newly renovated home of the Royal Shakespeare Company in Stratford-Upon-Avon is a blend of the old and the new. An amalgamation of what remains from the original 19th century Victorian theatre, the 1932 Art Deco building, with performance spaces built for the 21st century. The original main stage is now in the theatre lobby. Artistic director Michael Boyd.
Not one member of the audience can come into this auditorium without stepping on the same boards as Laurence Olivier, Vivian Lee.
Including the audience in the experience is one of the attractions of the almost $200 million renovation. The stage thrusts into the middle of the auditorium. Executive Director Vikki Heywood says no seat is far from the action.
Move over Avatar. If you want to come and be part of a 3D experience, then come to our theatre.
In an exhibition upstairs, there's a digital experience where visitors' comments about Shakespeare are projected onto the wall. It creates a living, evolving word sculpture. These children are Shakespeare fans.
I think he is important to me because everyone still enjoys his stories, even though they're really old.
I think he's really interesting, and lots of his plays are really funny, but then they can also be sad and dramatic and everything. So we kind of got it all.
My favourite one that he's done is probably The Tempest, because it was really fun.
Back on the stage, there's a workshop for young thespians. The secret to building a new audience is getting them young, says Boyd.
Tackle them when they're 8 and they're still learning new vocabulary, and they're not fazed by 17th century English, not one bit of it. It's just new, amazing words to learn and hurl at each other. It's great.
The audiences are not the only ones to benefit. The theatre has bright new dressing rooms and better stage access, so actors no longer have to run upstairs and across the theatre to make an entrance on the other side of the stage. The Royal Shakespeare Company celebrates its 50th anniversary in 2011, and in 2012 will host a World Shakespeare Festival, collaborating with theatre companies from around the globe, including India, Africa, and the United States. The first performances of Shakespeare's plays will begin here in the spring. Actor Asbury says the theatre experience is essential.
In this increasingly virtual world, theatre, and this theatre especially, can be at the forefront of leading it into a golden age.
There's a new tower with impressive views over Shakespeare's hometown. In the distance, the churchyard where the world's most famous playwright was buried 450 years ago, and whose work lives on. Jennifer Glasse for VOA News, Stratford-Upon-Avon, England.